Hey, what's up guys, welcome to Trending Reviews. So today I've got the VanTrue Dashcam, which is the T2 model. I've got this on Amazon for about £130. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can buy it. I really wanted to set up my car dashcam system so I can record accidents that happen at any time. A little bit of security, a little bit of peace of mind. So I'm going to give you a quick unboxing and a setup, and then hopefully some sample clips as well to see how it performs. So let's take a look. Right, so quickly going ahead, unboxing this. Now it comes with a user guide to set that up. And actually this was a lot smaller than I expected it to be, because on the Amazon listing with the picture, it actually seemed quite big. But that's how the T2 looks like. You've got the LCD screen at the back. You've got your USB port on one side there. And then at the bottom you have your buttons to control it. You have your camera lens at the front, and then you have your connector for the windscreen. So you've got your windscreen adapter to connect that with, and then you also have your ODB connector as well, which is pretty convenient. It does come with an ODB connector. Most dash cams don't come with that, so it does actually turn off when your car engine turns off, so it saves the battery. So I will be connecting it using that. And then there's one more box in there. Just go ahead and open that as well, see what's in there. You have your USB cable, and lastly you also have the cigarette lighter charging cable as well, if you'd like to do it through there. So I would be using it through USB instead, because I do have a USB port in my car. For those that don't, they can use the cigarette lighter port. So let's put some of these things away and start connecting it. Alright guys, so I've got it in place now. I'm going to go for a quick test drive, but just to quickly run through some of the features it comes with. It's got the built-in super capacitor and its heat resistance. The one thing I really like about it is I've got it connected with the ODB connection, and it doesn't, based on the low voltage that it comes with, it won't drain the battery when you turn the car off. The dash cam will also turn off itself when the car engine turns off as well, so that's pretty convenient. Also, it's full HD in 1080p. I'm going to check the quality once I transfer it to my laptop, but I've heard really good reviews about it, so hopefully the quality is really good. I'm going to be driving around sunset time, so it's going to be a little bit dim lighting, so hopefully it will pick up like license plates and different things like that. So I'm going to be checking that as well. It also comes with a super night vision with a Sony sensor, so I'm hoping at night time it will pick up all of the lights, all of the license plates. It can read signs and that kind of stuff, so I will test that out as well. It's also got 24-hour parking monitoring, so it can sense motion if someone is walking in front of your car, and hopefully it will start recording and saving that in a separate folder on the SD card as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I've just put in a 256GB SD card in there, a mini SD, and it's the maximum amount you can put in, so you can't go for 512 or anything like that, so 256 is the max. And it has got loop recording, so once it's full up it will start over recording the previous file. So I'm hoping to get maybe at least a week's worth of video recording before it overlaps and overwrites each other as well, so that will be pretty convenient. It also has a collision detection in it, so if you do get hit it will sense the car shaking, and that's something called a G sensor. So once it does that, it records the last 5 minutes and puts it into an uneditable, unoverwritable folder, and it just secures that, so you can use that for insurance purposes, and that will never get deleted. So you can easily transfer that over once a collision does happen. And it also has a nice little features like a time-lapse mode and a GPS mode as well, if you want that as an optional extra as well. So that's pretty much all the specs. I'm going to quickly do a test drive now and hopefully give you guys a little demo.
And I know time flies by so fast. Still I'm thinking of you. Do you remember still how we used to run? Fields were roaring. You said maybe it's love. It sure as hell was. 'Cause in my mind we're smiling on the dance floor, late night skinny dipping like we're on our own run. Got the words now, 'cause we're so young. We're in your car singing crazy to the radio. I remember it like time's been frozen still. Had no words, no, we were so young. But now you're long, long
guys, so that was it. I hope you found that demo and review really useful. So I think personally it is a very good dash cam. It's quite sleek. I like the design of it. I like the fact that it's got all of these features, but I think for the price you pay, there is cheaper ones out there that will do the same thing. The ones that I prefer are the ones that you get both the front and the back camera as well separately, so if you get hit from behind, you'd also have captured footage of that accident as well. But nonetheless, this is a very good piece of equipment. I do think if you are going to buy it, the design wise it's really good. I think there's smaller ones out there which are a little bit cheaper, but then I'm not sure of the longevity of it. The one thing I really like is the ODB connection with this, which you don't get on the other ones, so that's a really good plus point from VanTrue. As mentioned earlier, I'll leave all of the links in the description below. If there's any other questions that you'd like to ask, then please do leave them down below. I hope you liked the video. I hope you subscribe. I've got some awesome gadgets coming out for a lot of my cars, so keep an eye out for them. Until then, I will catch you guys next time. Take care.